Hi guys, you should already have looked at the notes that I have placed in Canvas. You were able to either just pull them up, you can print them if you have a printer, or you can just write out on a sheet of paper and then just look at that as a reference. I don't have a printer, so you'll notice that I wrote out all my problems. So let's go ahead and get started. And number one, we were given two functions, f of x and g of x. And the first one, we were asked to add these. So let's think back to August. I know it was a long time ago, where we actually added polynomials. So in the first one, f of x, I have 3x plus 4. And then I have g of x, which is going to be my x squared plus 2x plus 4. Now, in order to add these, they have to be like terms. So do I have anything that goes with x squared? I do not. I have 3x and 2x, which make 5x. I have 4 plus 4, which gives me 8. Okay, then we are asked to subtract them. Now the big thing with this one, so 3x plus 4, is that we have to remember the entire g of x is being subtracted, and that's going to be a big difference in how this is written. So notice that I wrote my subtraction sign. I have parentheses. And everything in that second set is being distributed by the -1. I can change that to addition, and then all of my signs change. So my negative x squared that didn't have anything with it is now a negative. I have 3x plus negative 2x which is going to give me x. And then I have 4 plus a -4, which is 0. Okay, so make sure that you're following the subtraction rules. Everything in that second set is going to get subtracted. Okay, let's go on to number 2. It says, the freshman class is selling t-shirts to raise money for a field trip. The cost of each custom designed t-shirt is $8. There's a $45 fee to create the design. The class plans to sell the shirts for $12. So part A says to define a variable. So let's see, my variable will be x, and in this case it will be the number of shirts sold. Write a cost function. So my c of x for my cost function. So it says there's a $45 fee to create the design. So 45. That's not per shirt. That is a flat fee. So it's just going to be 45. And then it says the t-shirts are $8 a piece. So I'm going to add 8x to that. So that's the cost it is to make them. Then it says to write a revenue function. So that revenue is the amount I receive from the customer. In this case, what are we selling the shirts for? And it says that they're selling for $12 each. Okay, so then it says to write a profit. Profit is actually going to be revenue minus cost. Just making sure you can see that. Revenue minus cost. So in this case, my P of X will be my R of X minus my C of X. Okay, so I'm going to take my R of X, which was my 12x, minus my C of X, which was my cost. Now again, I'm subtracting everything. So I'm going to put that in parentheses, 45 plus 8x. So in this case, I change my sign to addition. Everything changes inside. And then I can combine like terms. 12x minus 8x is 4x minus 45 that didn't have anything to be combined. Okay. Okay, let's look. You have your turn. So just like in the first example, first they ask you to add them, then they ask you to subtract them. So go ahead and take a moment now, pause the video, and add them to see if you can do that correctly. Okay, let's go ahead and see if you could do that correctly. So my f of x was 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 plus my g of x, which was 6 minus 7x. I don't have anything that goes with my 2x squared. I have 5x minus 7x, which is negative 2x. I have negative 1 plus 6, which gives me 5. How did I get 5? 6 minus 1 gives me 5. Okay, go ahead, pause it now, and try to do f of x minus g of x, keeping in mind that we're subtracting the entire g of x. Okay, go ahead and do that now. Okay, let's go ahead and set it up. My f of x is 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 minus 6 minus 7x. Now keep in mind, I'm going to change that sign, and then all my signs in the second one change. So now I still have nothing that can combine with that 2x squared. I have 5x plus 7x, which is going to give me 12x, negative 1 plus negative 6, which gives me negative 7. Since they have the same sign, I add them and take the sign of the add-ins, which was negative. Good. Hopefully you got those right. Okay. Number 2. It gave you the c of x and the r of x, and they want you to write the profit function. So again, profit equals revenue minus cost. Go ahead and try that now. Pause the video so you can do that. Okay, so P of x equals my revenue, which is 5x, minus my cost, which was 1.5x plus 25. And again, my sign changes, and then it changes everything in the second set. I have 5x plus negative 1.5x, which gives me 3.5x, and a negative 25. Perfect. I would highly recommend that you kind of review these notes before starting the assignment. Remember, on the assignment, you have 2 attempts, so we want to make sure that you understand that before moving on. If you have questions, attend the live session. For regular, that's between 11 and 11:30. Honors, 11:30 to 12. Have a good day.